Hi, welcome everyone to Art Recess. My name is Odessa Spore. I'm an artist and chef living in Halifax. I love food and I love making art. This project combines both of these things. I call this project What I Ate for Lunch. The inspiration for the project comes from the Japanese artist Itsu Kobayashi, who for 32 years illustrated every meal he ate. He created an illustration style that combined drawing, collage, and writing. Let's take a look at his work. For 32 years, Itsu Kobayashi kept a food journal. He recorded the details of each meal he ate. He loved food. I want you to notice the details of his designs and how he combined drawing and writing, keeping track of the ingredients, the date, and the cost of his meals. He did all of this in a visually playful way. So today, this is what you are going to do. You are going to create a visual record of your lunch. The most important thing is that you have fun and you make the illustration your own, just like Kobayashi did. Here is a photo of Kobayashi. He also enjoyed making pop-ups. If you want to make a pop-up, I will show you how later in this video. If you want to learn more about Kobayashi and see more of his work, this is how you spell his name. There are many articles on the internet about him. Here are the materials that you will need for this project. You can use pencil crowns, markers, glue sticks or tape, scissors, any kind of paper. Printing paper works fine, and other materials that you might like to incorporate that you might have around, like crayons or pastels or even paint. It could be fun to incorporate any packaging and draw some of the packages that you used in your lunch. You can also cut out little parts of your wrappers and incorporate those like collage. Okay, let's get started. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take a bird's eye view photograph of your lunch. The best way to do that is with a phone like this, and you have to keep it very upright and steady and straight on, and your food is underneath here, and then you'll take a photo. So that's the beginning step. If you don't have a photograph, you can always do it from memory or from actually looking at it and drawing it. Here's the photograph that I'm going to be working from today. Now, I would like you to just start drawing along with me here. For the next 5 to 6 minutes, we will just be drawing our lunch. You don't have to be too precious about it. I always start with a basic pencil and do an outline of the shape of the dish and then the shape of the different foods or vegetables that I see in there. The main point is not to be too worried about getting it perfect. I don't even use an eraser because I just want to keep going. I find if I start erasing, I get caught up trying to get one little detail too perfect. So I just go along looking at my photograph and also thinking about the things that I ate and maybe putting those in. There are lots of little details to pay attention to. And I just want you to keep drawing during this whole time. You can be creative in any way you decide to do that. You can even do collage if you like, cutting out pieces of paper to make the different vegetables or the cups or anything like that. But while we're here today, just feel free to keep on drawing. That's what this time is all about. So I hope you can just observe the different shapes in your food and the colors too. Sometimes I like to just be quiet while I'm drawing. I'm thinking about what colors I might like to incorporate. I like to use the side of my pencil crowns to get a soft color in. I'm starting with the soup part of my dish. I really hope that you can do whatever you like to do. You don't have to do it just like I do. If you look at Kobayashi's work, you can see that he uses a bird's eye view, but he also does side views too, incorporating the way that the dishes look and maybe even the designs on the dishes. I'm incorporating marker as well as pencil crown. Using the marker to outline the shapes. In this case, this is spinach that I'm drawing. And I wanted to do a more definite outline to my bowl, so I used a darker color. And here I'm incorporating a bit of a shadow. I want to remind everyone that there's no right way to draw. Any way that you draw is great. It's all about noticing, paying attention to what you see with your eyes, the colors, the shapes, sometimes the shadows. You can go slowly if you like, or you can go fast. Either way is great. So here is my finished piece, and I would like to make it a pop-up. So I've created a lip at the bottom by creasing the bottom of my paper, and I'm going to cut at an angle and then all around my soup bowl, leaving the bottom attached. So now I have the top of my bowl cut out and the bottom part ready but it needs a little support. So I created with a piece of scrap paper. I'm making a little lip, and then I'm going to cut it to fit behind the bowl. And I'm going to cut the part that goes at the bottom at an angle too. I've got my glue ready, and I'm going to glue that little lip part to the middle of my bowl. And you can see that it can fold down if I want it to. Yeah. Now I'm going to glue the bottom part to a base piece of paper. Where do I want it? I think I want it towards the back because I think I'm going to put some information in the front. I make a good crease to keep it up. So I thought it would be fun to illustrate this box of passion fruit that I had for lunch with my soup. And I thought if I could make it a pop-up, that would be even cooler. So the way you could do a little box pop-up is you take a rectangular piece of paper and you're going to score it two sides in that and two other sides in, keeping one straight rectangular in the middle. That will be this part. So after you've scored it, you can spend a little time drawing the image. Okay, I did a really quick little drawing of this box. And now I'm gonna cut a little spot there and there, and also at the top. Okay, so now I've got my glue ready, and I'm going to glue those little square flaps. And I'm going to glue them on to the top, creating a kind of a box. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. And we're going to do the bottom ones too. Okay, so now I've got this little box. It's like a little juice box. And I want to add it to my illustration of my lunch. So I am going to glue the very square bottom of my square box and add it in to my illustration. Here is my lunch from today. You can see that I added in a little bit of information about the ingredients and also that it was made for me by my husband, Bernie. Here's a breakfast illustration that I did last year. You can see that I incorporated collage, an ingredients list, and other wrappers and things like that. I also did this pop-up. I put in the ingredients: granola, cantaloupe, roasted dandelion tea. And I put it on the backing of a quick oats box. These are all ways that you can have fun illustrating your lunch. Thanks for doing the art recess with me today. Bye for now.